Okay, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm Ryan in Singapore. Welcome to our mindfulness practice. Today's topic is about gratitude. So, today here in Singapore, it's already Thanksgiving Day. So, it makes me remember gratitude and also think about what is, what are the benefits of gratitude. So gratitude is not just a good thing for us to do for ourselves and for the people around us, but I think maybe the most important thing to talk about is how gratitude is helpful for us. And there's a lot of research around what is the benefit of gratitude, or what are some of the benefits of gratitude. And a lot of them have to do with just greater well-being. Because our tendency is to focus on the negative thing, and that's just how the brain is designed to work. So to focus on the negative is more normal. It's something that for us to get out of negative thought patterns, it takes some kind of effort. And what you'll discover is that if you are grateful, and if you and you can practice gratitude just like we practice mindfulness. Gratitude can be something that we intentionally do regularly to help incline the mind towards paying attention to the things that are going well and the things that are good in our lives, instead of what could be the default mode of looking at all of the things that aren't going well. And so some of the benefits of gratitude, I've just had a look. I just had a look at a study today at Berkeley. One of the benefits is that gratitude unshackles us from toxic emotions. So in the studies that they did in Berkeley, they were checking on college students, and one group did regular letter writing about things that they're grateful for, and others were the control group. And so one of the first things that was noticeable was the language that people used. The language that the experimental group used was different than those who weren't part of that study. So more inclusion, more of the pronoun we was showing up in that, and the language was less toxic kind of emotional language that was showing up in what they had written. One of the other benefits is that these students didn't actually need to send those letters to anyone. I think maybe that's one of the things that we think that for to really realize the benefits of gratitude, we want to tell somebody. We need to tell somebody about what we're grateful for. And I think one of the things that is good about telling people is that this could be part of your routine. This could be something that you do regularly. And I think I'd like to encourage you today, as we get into a practice, to think about gratitude and to think about what you're grateful for, and to share it on chat if you're feeling comfortable to do that. Because I think that actually writing it down, and like I said, we don't have to share it with anyone, but writing it down kind of helps to make it more concrete, to put it into this kind of when we're writing, there's a more of a different kind of cognitive aspect that happens. And I think we've talked in here before about the benefits of journaling. So journaling has some benefit as well, and part of it has to do with actually that process of writing. So you can write gratitude letters, and I think one of the useful things to do is to make it a daily practice, or to make it regular, make it part of your schedule so that you remember to do it. because this is something that is really powerful and can help with your mental health, and can help us see some of the things that we don't always see. And that was one of the other pieces of this study, is that examining that this isn't something that happens overnight, that it is something that takes time, and that writing gratitude letters, doing just one, isn't going to be enough to really see the concrete benefits, that it's something that needs to be done regularly to begin to, like we say, incline the mind towards seeing what's right, instead of constantly seeing what's wrong, right? And just to say, well, why do we see what's wrong? It's just human nature to constantly want improvement. And a lot of times when we're constantly striving for improvement, we're causing ourselves to suffer by simply not being accepting of the way things are and how things are in the present. And mindfulness is really about awareness in the present moment. And last but not least, what this study found was that gratitude has lasting effects on the brain. And so these students were put in fMRI to look at the brain and to see what's happening and how things are changing, and the positive affect is measurable over the long term. So would encourage you, if gratitude isn't part of your regular practice, would encourage you to make it that. And I think Thanksgiving is a good way to bring it up, and good way for us to be gratitude, but to be gracious, at least for one day. And I think that's really the key message that I wanted to pass along here, is although Thanksgiving is about being gracious for one day out of the year, there really is, it is important, and the studies show that it does take time. It's not something that we can do once and suddenly hope that we're going to have a bunch of positive benefits. That we do need to keep at it, that it's something that requires practice and requires us to do it regularly, just like a lot of things that we can do for our mental health. So thanks everybody for being here. We're going to get into practice shortly, and in the meantime, and part of our practice today will be to think of something that you're grateful for. And today's practice will be like a bit of mindfulness, a bit of loving kindness, a bit of gratitude. So all of these will be incorporated just briefly in today's practice. I know I'm really frustrated about the audio. I'm not sure what it is. So my apologies about the audio today. Really, I'll try to do some things just in case it is on my end. Thanks, Jean, for sharing. I'm grateful for the reciprocity between plant life and animal, that this allows us to breathe, for the connectivity between pollinators and plants that brings us food. And by the way, food coming from plants is also a way for plants to communicate with animals, because, right, we're like eating a piece of fruit is in fact, it's by design, right? We're doing a favor for the plant, because we're taking the fruit away and we're leaving the seeds somewhere else. So it's a beautiful symphony of life. Let's get into practice. So I encourage you to get comfortable wherever you are. Sit up straight and tall. Let's take this beginning part of the practice to notice that you're breathing. And if you're searching for something to be grateful for, this one's as good as any. I am alive. I'm breathing. I know that I'm alive because I can feel my breath. And there's no guarantee that after this breath is done, that another breath is coming. So it's possible to even begin our gratitude practice right here at the breath. This mystery, this miracle, being alive. This process goes on as I breathe in, as I breathe out. As I breathe in, breathing in oxygen, pieces of life, fresh air. As I breathe out, exhaling carbon dioxide, other waste products of metabolism. Aware of the breath, aware that I'm breathing. Noticing the actual physical sensations of breath. Movement of the belly as you breathe, the expansion and contraction. Maybe you can feel the air moving through the nostrils. Cooler air on the inhalation. Warmer air on the exhalation. And if you feel comfortable doing so, bringing your attention to yourself and your sense of self, the you that's here right now. Is it possible to open your arms, open your heart to yourself as you are in this moment? To see if you can bring an unconditional, loving attitude towards yourself. Loving yourself in this moment exactly as you are. Without having to feel worthy or deserving of that love. Seeing if you can be okay with not being okay. None of us are perfect. It may be challenging, it may be uncomfortable to love yourself. You may not feel the feelings that you think you're supposed to feel, and that does not matter. Welcoming the you that's here now. And especially for those that have difficulty with this part of trying to lean into unconditional love for self, it can be helpful for us to repeat a few phrases that we may have in common with every other person in this world. Wishes for happiness and peace. May I be happy and contented. So follow along with me if you like. May I be happy and contented. May I be safe and protected. May I be safe and protected, free from inner and outer harm. May I be healthy and whole, to whatever degree is possible. May I be healthy and whole. May I be at peace. May I have ease of well-being. May I be at peace. May I have ease of well-being. And so let's take a breath together, inhaling, and as we exhale, letting go of whatever emotions or feelings we have here, loving kindness towards ourselves. And now seeing if you can bring into mind someone that you're really grateful for, someone who's had a positive impact on your life, who has helped make you the you that is here today, the better version of you. That without this person, maybe you wouldn't be quite the same as you are today. And so first, maybe allowing some gratitude for this person to come up. Gratitude for that positive impact they've had on you. And seeing if you can wish them unconditional love. Let your love flow out to them as well. Imagining them being happy, being contented, and wishing them well. So if you like, repeating some phrases towards this friend that you're grateful for. May she, he, they be happy and contented. May she, he, or they be safe and protected and free from harm. May she, he, or they be healthy and whole to whatever degree possible. May she, he, or they be at peace. May they have ease of well-being. And so now let's take a breath together, inhaling, exhaling, letting go, saying goodbye to this friend in our mind's eye. And coming back to this sensation of breath. And now, in this last minute or so of practice, let's see if we can bring into mind a few things that we're grateful for about our lives. Grateful that we have food to eat. Grateful that we live in a place that is not at war. Grateful for our families. Grateful for our bodies, even if our bodies are not exactly the way they want them. We may even be sick, have illnesses. But still, in this moment, we are alive. Life is so complex. There's so many things that have to be working for you to be alive. There has to be more in your body that's working than is not working for you to be alive. So for the purpose of this practice, as long as you are breathing, there is more right with you than wrong with you. And if nothing else, you have that to be grateful for. So holding in mind one or two things that you feel grateful for today. And now let's bring our practice to its close. And I'll do that with 3 rings of the bell. Okay. Thank you for practicing with me today. I'm grateful for all of you. Appreciate you coming to these live events. I have lots of things I'm grateful for, but I am grateful for you. I appreciate you being here, and hope you also found some things to be grateful for. If you do feel comfortable, you can feel free to write in the chat. Again, writing can help to solidify these positive feelings. And, this is benefit of journaling. You never know, perhaps, what comes up sometimes as we're practicing gratitude and writing things that we're grateful for, or just writing in general. I mean, I'm a proponent of journaling in general. Sometimes you surprise yourself with the things that you write. And thanks, Iga, for reminding us. I was someone told me the other day, it was a Australian friend, that it has to be like, it doesn't feel like Christmas unless it's hot. And I think that from a lot of us who are from the northern hemisphere, kind of, need to hear that, need to remember that, that Christmas isn't always cold. I mean, here I am in Singapore, right? It's I don't know, it's like 31, 32 degrees Celsius, whatever, that's like 80, 88 degrees, something like that in Fahrenheit, if you're a Fahrenheit user. It's a warm Christmas, or warm winter time here as well. So enjoy your holidays as they're coming up, and enjoy the winter or summer as the case may be. Thank you, Jean. I'm grateful. Yes. I'm grateful for this group as well. I'm very happy that this group has been able to come together and keep coming together. Grateful for Insight Timer, Chris Plowman. This platform has been pretty good. It's been it's been a great way for us teachers to share the things that we love, and have just have a dedicated platform for it. I think this is it's different from other streaming platforms for sure, and I'm really grateful for it. Thanks, CC, for your donation. And I won't read, I don't know, I feel I shouldn't read all of these out loud. So please do read the chat. Because of course a lot of these are personal. And I'll be posting this recording, and I'd rather not share everybody's gratitude. Oh, ask Frank to help. This is like here, let's do the keyboard. Here you go. Come on, Frank. See, here he is. He's fixing my tech problems now. Now look in the camera, Frank. All right, so there you go. Next time when I come back, means we'll have no more tech problems. My tech support has really helped out here today. Oh, Sybil says, I kept a gratefulness journal with my husband each morning when he was ill. It really helped me. Wow, thanks so much for sharing that, Sybil. And thank you, everybody, for the gratitude to me. I'm happy to be here, and I appreciate all of you. Thanks, T Lady Nat. Thank you, everyone. And do join Ryan's Daily Mindfulness Circle on Insight Timer groups. If you haven't, you can share more about what you've been grateful for there. I think Chris had started a little gratitude piece there, and I hope to hear more from you if you've got something to share. Likewise, one other things that you can do to help me is, of course, you can donate. That's one way. Other ways maybe that are more accessible: listen to my tracks, listen to my premium tracks if you're a Plus member, Insight Timer Plus member. So appreciate everybody's support, and I'll be back we're going to be doing more about breathing. I think, breathing seems so simple, so easy. There's not much to talk about, is there? Well, I think that there is a lot to talk about with breath. So we'll be talking a bit about breath as we go through the next few weeks, and including different breath practices. And I'll leave it at that. Wish you all the best. Let's close our practice with some well wishes, and then I'll say goodbye. So follow along with you if you like. May I be happy and peaceful. May everyone watching, listening, wherever you are, I wish you all happiness and peace. And may all sentient life on this planet and throughout the universe be happy and peaceful. Okay. Thanks again, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.